Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today on In the Kitchen with Sandy, it's Monday. I am going to cook some spaghetti and meat sauce. I probably didn't tell you because before all this stuff started, we were like doing heavy into the low carb diet, but since all this stuff has happened in the world, then we had to grab what we could when we were doing our shopping, so we're not really doing low carb anymore. You cannot do low carb with what's going on. Can't even find any meat. But anyway, today I am making my favorite. I love spaghetti. Oh my goodness, I love spaghetti. But I am making spaghetti with a homemade meat sauce. I know I've already got a meat sauce on this channel, but hey, I wanted to get on here and vlog with you guys and make sure y'all are doing all right. I got to make sure that my people are doing really good. But we're going to go ahead and get started on this. Like I said, it's a lot. I wanted to put mushrooms in it, but my husband don't like mushrooms. So I figured if I want to stay married, I wouldn't, put any mushrooms in it. But I recommend you put mushrooms in it because it's really good. Now that we have all of the onions and garlic cut up, this is what I'm using, as you've seen. And then I'm using 2 cans of Hunt's tomato sauce, a can of petite diced tomatoes, and a large can of the crushed tomatoes. Sometimes I interchange it. It's okay. Just whatever. Sometimes I use all tomato sauce and the petite diced tomatoes. I don't use the crushed. It's just what I have on hand, and that's what I encourage you guys to use. Just use what you have on hand. So the first thing we're gonna do is pull you up there a little bit. Don't look at my house. One good thing about this is we are trying to get some stuff done. So everything's kind of everywhere. I'm taking advantage of the situation while my husband's off and putting him to work. I've got, this is almost a pound of ground chuck. You can use ground turkey, ground chicken, whatever you want to use, but y'all know I'm all about the ground chuck. And it's still a little frozen, but that's okay. I'm going to put it right in my pan here. I just woke up with a craving for some spaghetti with meat sauce. And Lord knows I bought enough spaghetti to last us for a couple months, I'm going to turn that around where I can hold on to it. See, it's still a little bit frozen, but that's all right. I kind of defrosted it in the microwave a little bit, but we're going to get this cooked up and browned, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. All right, I cooked the hamburger till it was just about done, and I'm going to add my onions and my garlic. Just because I wanted to cook them a little bit and with the ground chuck before I add my tomato sauce. stir those around. And I'm just going to cook this for just a couple minutes, just till the onions and garlic cook down just a little bit. This is going to continue to cook in the sauce anyway. Go ahead and add your sauce. I may have opened up too many, who knows here. That's alright, it freezes really well. Plus it'll cook down a little bit. Now like I said, that's only, that was like slightly over 3/4 a pound of the ground chuck. And see, look at that, the meat in there. It's not like big and chunky, and it's not just all meat. It's going to be just like a light meat sauce, and that's how I prefer it. I don't like all them big chunks of meat. Just stir that really well. I'm going to turn it up a little bit till it starts to boil. Starts cooking. I like to add, just kind of clean your container a little bit there. I like to add a little bit of water in there, just kind of swash it around. Look at that, looks lovely. Now we're going to add all of our seasonings. Oh, that was my bay leaves. We're going to add some oregano. I just eyeball it. But this is a big pot of sauce, so you're going to have to put quite a bit of seasoning in there. And some basil. This smells good. I always just add what I think is enough, and then I let it cook for a little while, and then I taste it. This is not one of my favorite pans to use. I'm not really sure why I'm using this pan, because it really doesn't have a lid. But I'll just throw some foil on top of it. All my bay leaves are... And this is what I think makes spaghetti sauce really good, is throwing some bay leaves in there. I love the taste of bay leaves in there. We're going to do 3. There's a renegade one. We'll do 4. They're small. And then lots of Italian seasoning. Like I said, we'll taste it once it starts cooking. Give it a stir. What else I got over here? I got some onion powder. You know what? I'm going to use the minced onions, because you know those are so full of flavor. I really like these things. Every time I go to the grocery store, I buy a new container of them, because I use them a lot. And some garlic powder. You know what? That one's not even open. I'm going to find one that's open. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. And your house is going to smell so good with this. And we're just going to stir it. Look at that. It's already starting to boil, isn't it? And you could use this over any type of pasta. You don't have to use it over spaghetti. You could use it over lasagna, rigatoni, the shells, anything you want to cook. It's just a good pasta sauce recipe. Now we're going to bring this back up to a boil, and then we're going to turn it down on low. We're going to put some foil over it. So we're going to let this cook for I don't know, about 2-3 hours till the meat breaks down. It's nice and tender, and all the flavors just kind of marry throughout it. It's going to be so lovely. Okay, so we done a little improvising. Look at that. I've got some mushrooms back there in a pan that I just sauteed in some butter and garlic. Nobody else wants mushrooms in their sauce, and I decided that I did, so it's getting all steamy. Then I got my spaghetti cooking because my sauce has been cooking for about 2.5 hours. But it's so steamy, so steamy. I don't want you to look at my sauce. Look at that, it looks amazing. Tastes amazing. So good. And the meat just broke down perfectly. And of course, it wouldn't be spaghetti without my homemade garlic bread. Garlic toast, whatever. And this is so simple. Now, if you're looking for something quick and delicious, and you're on a budget, a low budget, this is perfect because I probably made this whole dinner with about $10. And it honestly could probably feed about 6 people. Unless you got a family that likes to eat like us, then probably about 4 or 5. But I'm gonna get the garlic bread in the broiler in the oven, and then I'm just gonna plate me some food up because we're ready to eat.
Is there supposed to be leaves in there?
Don't eat the leaves though. Same where you live. Don't eat the leaves.
No, you can have the leaves. Go ahead and have them.
Look at that sauce. And that is a kicking. Tell them how good it is, Olivia.
It's all right.
What? She said it was a 9.5 out of 10, so I'm not really sure what's going to make that 0.5.
No leaves?
No leaves. There a while. Go ahead, Daisy, get down. Come on, girl, use that muscle. All right, we're going to do a poll here. Are you a spaghetti in the bowl eater, or are you a spaghetti in the plate eater? I'm a spaghetti in the bowl eater. What are you getting another bite of sauce? She got a whole... It's a 9.5, but she's got a bowl of spaghetti over there, but she's already dipping back in the sauce just to get her another bite. Let's get my plate ready. Here's my garlic bread. Look at my garlic toast. This is the best garlic toast ever, really. I like it. Do you like it? She's over making fun of me. All right, here is my big bowl of spaghetti. Well, it's not really that big. This is not a really big bowl. And I'm gonna put some mushrooms on mine because, like I said, I wanted mushrooms and they didn't. So sometimes you just have to improvise and, you know, give in. This is just a little can of the mushrooms. Those are not fresh by any means. And then the pasta sauce. Slow and easy, guys. Look at that. Look how thick that got. And it doesn't really matter if you use, you know, the crushed or the sauce, tomato sauce, because it's going to thicken up nicely. You got to get it down in that spaghetti there. And we'll have just a little bit left over that I could freeze, just in case we want to pull some out of the freezer. Yummies. Now, Olivia is a big fan of the cheese that you grate, but this is perfectly fine for me. Voila. Like, you know, I got to taste it. I've been wanting this for days. So magical. So good. I hope you guys give this a try. It's perfect. And like I said, it's perfect for a if you're on a low budget or quarantine cooking or whatever. You know, I appreciate you guys so very much. I love you, and I'll see you on the next episode of In the Kitchen with Cindy.